This is your typical penny roll, and I'm going to talk about the average number of collectible coins you can expect to find in a penny roll in the year 2019. I did the math so that you don't have to. In the month of January, I kept track of every single penny roll I went through, and I went through 30 of them in the month of January, so that's almost one a day, damn close to one a day. And the number is 13.39. So I think that that's a pretty accurate estimate of the number of collectible pennies you're going to find in your penny rolls on average. Now I want to talk about what coins I keep, which ones I don't, and my reasoning behind all that. I keep everything that's pre 1983. 1983. Every penny that includes wheat pennies. That includes Lincoln cents that are from, I believe, 1959 to 1982. And the reason for that, it's partially collectability. It's partially the fact that they're all made of copper up until 1982. And some of the 82s are not made of copper. They're copper plated, but they're made of zinc on the inside. So I still keep all of the 82s just to be on the safe side. I figure that it's not much trouble. But the reason, I'm not advocating melting the pennies down and selling them because that's illegal. But they can be sold to other people. And there are people even today who will pay more than what a penny is worth face value for a copper penny. The copper in them is worth about 2 cents currently. And when you sell them to other people, what they do with it, it's their business. But I would not at all advocate melting them down because that's illegal. So I want to make that very clear. Don't do that. But it may be legal one day. But anyway, so every American penny that's pre 1983 I keep. I also keep Canadian cents. Actually, any foreign penny, any foreign coin that's a penny size that every once in a while gets mixed in with American pennies, particularly Canadian, because Canadian pennies, I believe 2012 is when they stopped producing them, and the Canadian government is actually, I believe, actively melting them down. And then they're also being hoarded by Canadians, and I can understand why. They're very attractive coins. They're the ones that have the maple leaf on them, and they're very pretty coins. And I predict that one day they may very well be worth more than a wheat penny. So I would keep those. I also keep the 2009 Lincoln commemorative pennies, the ones with the four variant designs on the tail side. I believe one is of Lincoln's birthplace, and then Lincoln standing up, Lincoln sitting down, and then there's one more. Slips my mind at the moment. But those are kind of cool ones to keep, and the reason I keep them, it's partly because of the variant designs. So they're and the average number of pennies were made that year compared to other years within a few years of that year. So that makes them 4 times rarer than the average coin year. And then also there's the fact that you might have noticed that most coins made after about 2005 are very fragile. They do not hold up. I've seen coins within the last few years that are falling apart, and it almost looks like they're made out of fiberglass or cardboard on the inside. I mean, they're like the sides are chipping off and stuff. So I believe that because of that, if you find ones that are in good shape now, after a few more years of circulation, they're going to be rarer because they'll just fall apart, basically disintegrate. So I would hold on to those. But even if you don't count those, and I bet that a lot of people are going to disagree with me and not want to count those as collectible. Basically, all you have to do then is, like, say, take the figure that I found, 13.39, and maybe round it down to like 13.25. And I think that that's a pretty accurate estimate of the number of collectible pennies per 50-cent roll you're going to find in the year 2019.